Now, without doubt, one of the most powerful and yet underutilized marketing tools is a website. In fact, there's been millions of websites created, but unfortunately the vast majority of them don't actually do anything, when in reality what they should be doing is providing you with a constant source of new business. Now, if you want to get real results from your website, there's two things that you need to achieve. Now, the first is comparatively easy, and that's getting a constant stream of visitors to your website, and we can easily help you with that. But the second, which is equally as important, is to have a website that's effective in converting the visitors into actual inquiries or business. Now, to achieve that, your website needs to quickly provide relevant information and persuade the visitor that not only do you have the right product or service that they want or need, but also that you're trustworthy, the sort of person or firm that they would like to do business with. Now, that's not easy to achieve through a website that's effectively faceless, because it only contains text and images, and it's why more and more people are now putting videos onto their website. You see, a short, effective video is the next best thing to presenting to somebody face to face. If you think about it, people prefer to buy from people that they know and trust, but it's so much harder to trust a person that you've never met or a business that you can't put a face to. But through a video, you can. And not only that, it's so much easier to get your message across quickly, sincerely, and with enthusiasm. There can be no argument about it. A well-made video on your website will attract significantly more business than a website that only contains text and images. So I'm going to show you an example of a personalized video that we made for a small building firm down in London, and they specialize in loft conversions. Now, whilst you're watching this, there's a simple question that I want you to ask yourself. If you wanted a loft conversion, would you call this guy to get a quote? Watch the video now, and I'll speak to you again in a few minutes.
People want loft conversions for various reasons. They may want to create a beautiful master bedroom. They may want an office or a music studio or a spare room for friends and family. What I do know is they want to make the most of the space available to them. They want to maximize that space, and they want to do so for the most competitive price possible, but they want it carried out to a very high quality by tradesmen who care about what they do, and they want all of this to be done with the minimal amount of disruption to their day-to-day lives. I pride myself in being able to build a conversion that internally and externally is in keeping with the original house, so that from the inside you walk up and it all feels like part of the house, and from outside it looks like part of the building. Even the parts that nobody is ever going to see have to be perfect for me. Everything has to be bang on. So, for instance, when we crane the steel beams in to the loft, they sit on spreader plates. I put those spreader plates in with a laser level to a tolerance of 1mm. That's the base from which the loft is built. And everything that we do after that is done to the same high level of tolerance and detail.
There's a big fear about getting builders in and getting tradespeople in, that are they going to do the right job? Are they going to rip me off? Are they going to do things wrong? Are they going to leave me with mistakes that I've got to then fix later in life? And none of that's happened.
Actually being able to see previous work that the contractor has done, which we did with Tom's. We went to see a couple of other lofts that he'd done, so it gave us the opportunity to talk to people who'd had Tom and his team in their house.
Tom had been recommended by somebody we trusted completely. So, and the minute we met Tom, we just knew, fine, this was going to be easy. We gave him that key, I think the first day, and it was, dead easy.
Neighbours had just gone through the same process, literally 3 months before us. And I think with Tom, what was so reassuring was the fact that he kind of said, it's going to take this amount of time. It took that amount of time. And strangely enough, the contractors that our neighbours used were still coming back after Tom had finished.
It feels like a proper integrated part of the house.
It looked as though this house, which was built, I don't know, sort of late Victorian house or something, was built with this staircase. It was so perfectly natural.
Very professional, very attentive. He always answered calls back.
Everything seems to happen the way we were told it was going to happen.
Delighted, absolutely delighted.
He's patient.
He really was great, actually.
So if you're thinking about using Tom, do it.
Okay, so if you wanted a loft converted, would you call this guy? Now I know this has been very successful and it's not hard to work out why. Because if you were to look at 5 websites and only one of them has a video like the one that you've just seen, it's obvious who's going to get the first call. Now, if you would like to have this sort of massive competitive advantage, then I suggest you get in touch with me by filling in your details in the Contact Us page. And when I contact you, I know that you'll be very pleasantly surprised at how easily and economically we can make a highly effective, personalised video for you. Now, thanks for listening to what I have to say, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.